Hey everyone, and welcome to the video where I tell you the 5 things that I like about the Washington Capitals. This actually rounds out the Metro division. I've done the Atlantic. This is the last team for me in the Metro. Of course, next I'm going to do the Central and the Pacific. So if you're not subscribed already, I hope you can hit the subscribe button and see those future videos. And if you haven't seen the previous videos of each team, definitely go check those out as well. They're all on the channel. There's actually some on the main channel too, post to post. So I'd love it if you could join me if you're not already subscribed. And make sure you hit that bell notification too, because I'm trying to upload on both channels at least once a day, maybe twice a day. So you might see a video on the main channel and also on the second channel in the same day. So make sure you subscribe to both with the bell notification enabled on both channels. So thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. We're going to talk about the Washington Capitals here, a team that's been, I mean, if you think back in the past 15 years about consistent teams, Washington's probably at the top of that list, right alongside Pittsburgh maybe. So they're a team that's always been successful in most people's recent memory, and they continued that surge this year as I'm filming this. So they're a pretty cool team, and they've got some amazing players. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those coming up. So here are the 5 things that I like about the Washington Capitals. Number 1, Alexander Ovechkin. There's been so much criticism of Alexander Ovechkin over the years, and maybe rightfully so. He used to be one of the worst defensive players in the NHL. There was the joke where his controller would get disconnected and he would just glide on the ice without basically trying, and he just stands there in his office on the power play, and he literally just kind of like stands on one foot a little bit, leaning on that foot, and then puck's coming, and then he just scores. He's an amazing shot, so maybe he has the right to sit there and do that, but he does get the criticism, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve some of the criticism, but I'm saying even with some of his negative attributes, which he has really improved on in the past 3 years, he is one of the most dynamic and impressive players the NHL has ever seen. Maybe one of the best, if not the best, goal scorer ever. Now, there's an argument to be made, and that's a whole separate video itself, but to me, Alexander Ovechkin is amazing. He's one of the main reasons why they won the Stanley Cup a few years ago. If they win another Stanley Cup, he'll probably be the main reason that they do that. I love the passion that he has. He has that Russian passion. There's a lot of Russian players who just, like, if they live and breathe success and achievements. You see that with Radulov, and you see it in Ovechkin. They have so much emotion and joy in their faces, and so much sadness in their faces when they lose. They are so emotionally invested in the game, and that's not taking anything away from Americans or Canadians. I'm Canadian, but there are some Russian players who just live and breathe this game, and Alexander Ovechkin is one of them. I love watching him play. I hate when my team plays him because he always scores against them constantly. Montreal Canadiens. So yeah, I don't know how you don't like Alexander Ovechkin, and he's also a character off the ice. I just love the guy. I'm wearing his jersey right now. Number 2, Nicholas Backstrom. There's so much praise with Ovechkin that a lot of times Nicholas Backstrom doesn't get any. He is completely living in the shadow of Alexander Ovechkin, and that's hard, and it sucks for him because Nicholas Backstrom is one of the best players in the NHL, and it goes so unnoticed. He is one of the most underrated players, maybe the most underrated player in the entire National Hockey League. And in my opinion, he is the best playmaker in the whole league. I love watching him play. He is so smart with the puck and not with the puck. Like, just positionally, he knows where to be and when to be there. He's great at protecting the puck. It's like he has eyes in the back of his head sometimes, the passes that he makes and the moves that he makes. It's really incredible. I wish he got more praise. I wish he won more trophies. He's just a really consistent player as well. And of course, it helps when you're playing with Alexander Ovechkin, another talented player as well. But yeah, you have to love Nicholas Backstrom, just an incredible player. Number 3, jersey history. So you'll see jerseys as one of my topics in I wouldn't say a lot of the teams that I'm doing, but some of the teams in the NHL for these videos. And Washington's not going to be any different. Jerseys is going to be on the list for me for Washington. Whether it's this jersey, whether it's the white version of this, whether it's the old 90s one that they used, or the recent third jersey, the dark one with the red. Oh, it's so nice. I wish I had it in my collection. I hope I can get it sometime soon. And then I think they wore the white version of that one in an outdoor game maybe around 8 or so years ago, and I love that one as well. I wish I had it in my collection, but maybe someday. I just, the whole collection of Capitals jerseys I really like. I can genuinely say that there is not one Washington Capitals jersey that I really dislike. So that's saying something. So Washington, you're doing something good. Keep it up and keep on bringing out some new jerseys or some throwback jerseys. I'd love to add those to my collection in the future as well. Number 4, competitiveness. So like I said near the beginning of this video, consistency. There may be no team that is more consistent than the Washington Capitals. They are presidents. They have so many presidents trophies in their closet. They probably don't have room for any more. It's amazing what they do year in and year out. They're constantly near the top of the Metro, constantly near the top of the Eastern Conference, and usually going pretty deep in the playoffs. As long as they don't play Pittsburgh too much. And recently it's been in their favor against Pittsburgh, but still it's a team that has been so successful for so long, much in thanks to players like Holtby and recently now John Carlson and Ovechkin and Backstrom. Like, it's a team that is really, really dialed in year after year. They don't really have these... Like some years you'll see Chicago do really well and then they'll do poor, and Philadelphia's the same way. Philadelphia have a really good year and then they'll just fall off the map. It's quite impressive in today's NHL that Washington is able to remain as successful as they have been. It really is an incredible feat of modern NHL achievements to see how successful they are consistently, because a lot of teams look at Washington and wishes, man, I wish we could be in the playoffs every year. I wish we could be as competitive as Washington is every year. I wish we could be as consistent as the Capitals are. So that's a big plus in my books. Number 5, Goalhorn, aka Siren. Yeah, you know what? When I was thinking about the Washington Capitals and the things that I like, I could say logo, I could say some other things that I have on the same list and for other teams, but I really wanted to come up with a 5th thing that was kind of unique that I did like about the team. There is a lot of things I like about the team, but I thought I'd add Goalhorn, or Siren in this case, because it's pretty... I mean, it's pretty unique. There's nothing like it elsewhere in the NHL, I don't think. Montreal kind of has a siren too, but this one is really, really specific. I'll play it for you right now. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I love it. I know some people hate it. Actually, I think probably the majority of you might hate it because it is a bit like ear-piercing and annoying, but I really like it. I think it's awesome. I love hearing it when they play. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you can hit the subscribe button down below and join me for future videos, because I'm going to be doing the Central Division next, starting with Dallas. So keep an eye out for that video, and I hope you're having a good day, and I'll catch you later. Adios.